Hello my dear students, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to discuss SSLC question paper and answer key of second language English. Second language English SSLC question paper with its answer key. So let's begin. And the first question here is, it's from 41st question. Okay, so first question here is, the child laughed loudly. The part of speech of the underlined word is a an adverb, pronoun, adjective, or preposition. The answer is adverb. Okay, the underlined word here is loudly. Okay, loudly. So the answer is adverb. Next question. So there is dash MP and his wife is dash homemaker. The appropriate articles to be used here are the the and a or the a. And the correct answer is option C and O. Okay, next one. Reena is leaving tonight. The correct question tag to be used here is A. Is she? B. Isn't she? C. Does she? Or D. Don't she? And the correct answer is option B. Isn't she? Next. I dashed to my brother last week. The appropriate tense form of verb to be used is A. Writes, B. Written, C. Wrote, D. Writing. And the correct answer is option C. Wrote. Next. After a long search, we found a hotel dash it was closed. The correct linker to be used here is A. But, B. So, C. Since, or D. Because. And the answer is option A, but. Next, the correct prefix to be used to form the opposite of perfect is A, in, B, im, C, un, or D, dis. And the correct answer is option B, im. Imperfect is the opposite. Okay? Okay, fine. Next. Machines are replacing the workers. The passive form of the above sentence is A. The workers were replaced by machines. B. The workers are being replaced by machines. C. The workers are replaced by machines. Or D. The workers have been replaced by machines. And the correct answer is option B. The workers are being replaced by machines. Next, there was nothing we could do. It took most of the following winter to buy the trees. The infinitive in the above sentence is A. Was, B. Took, C. To buy, and D. Could. And the correct answer is option C. To buy. Next. I dash playing football because of the injury. The correct phrasal verb to be used is A. Give in, B. Gave out, C. Gave away, or D. Gave up. And the answer is option D. Gave up. Next, the word that collocates with joint is A. Damage, B. Account, C. Commerce, or D. Holiday. And the answer is option B. Account. Because we say joint account, it goes together. It's a collocation word. Okay. Next. Raghu went to Mysore to meet his friend. The appropriate question to get the underlined words as answer is option A. Where did Raghu go? B. Who went to Mysore? C. Why did Raghu go to Mysore? Or D. How did Raghu go to Mysore? And the answer is option C. Why did Raghu go to Mysore? So the underlined here word will be to meet his friend. Okay. So the answer is option C. Why did Raghu go to Mysore? Next. Could you please lend me your book? The language function of the above sentence is A. Instruction, B. Request, C. Advice, D. Suggestion. And the answer is option B. Request. Next. The word which has one syllable is A. Postpone, B. Debate, C. True, D. Calendar. And the answer is option C. True. Next, in an official letter, respected sir is known as A. Subscription, B. Subject, C. Superscription, or D. Salutation. And the answer is option D. Salutation. Next, bridges are built dash the river. The correct preposition to be used is A. Across, B. In, C. Off, or D. About. And the answer is option A. Across. Next, if I had bought my camera, we dash taken some photographs. The correct words to be used to complete the if clause sentence are A. Shouldn't have, B. Wouldn't have, C. Would have, or D. Should have. And the correct answer is option C. Would have. Next, how could a boy fight a tiger? This was said by A. Swami's father, B. The inspector, C. Swami, or D. Granny. And the answer is option C. Swami. Next, when Swami saw something moving towards him, A. He cried out in fear, B. He hugged it and used his teeth on it like a mortal weapon, C. He covered his face with blanket, or D. He tried to run away from it. And the correct answer is option B. He hugged it and used his teeth on it like a mortal weapon. Next question. Dr. Anil Agarwal, seeing the extent of Roma's injuries, admitted her immediately to the ICU without any paperwork. This shows that A. He was scared, B. He was Roma's friend, C. He cared for life, or D. He was very influential. The answer is option C. He cared for life. Next, Baleshwar took Roma to the hospital with the help of A traffic policeman, B. A tempo truck driver, C. A motorist, or D. A railway employee. And the correct answer is option B. A tempo truck driver. Next, Baleshwar shouted, "Let's go and help her." But nobody volunteered because A. They were afraid of getting involved. B. It was dark and getting late. C. They were scared to jump off the moving train. Or D. They thought one person was enough to help. And the correct answer is option A. They were afraid of getting involved. Next, identify the activity in which the children of Rio and Medio were not involved after the Americans moved into the house. A. Playing under the trees. B. Building little play fences. C. Plucking flowers from the trees. Or D. Pruning the trees. And the answer is option D. Pruning the trees. Next, the line which suggests that the old man was a farmer is A. He had a lot of time. B. He tilled the same land his people had tilled. C. He was in no hurry. D. He was proud of his family. The correct answer is option B. He tilled the same land his people had tilled. Next, a piece of land in which fruit trees are grown is known as A. Creek, B. Ranch, C. Orchard, or D. Meadow. And the answer is option C. Orchard. Next, Baba Saheb Ambedkar was described as a symbol of revolt by A. Mahatma Phule, B. Jawaharlal Nehru, C. Mahatma Gandhi, or D. K. M. Munshi. And the answer is option B. Jawaharlal Nehru. Next, Muknayak, Vahishkrit Bharat, and Samata were A. Voicemails, B. Newspapers, C. Political parties, or D. Magazines. And the answer is option B. Newspapers. Next, the doctors at the cancer hospital said, "Take him home, give him the things he likes, indulge him." This means that A. The boy had not many days to live. B. The boy had recovered. C. The boy was willing to go home. Or D. The parents wanted to take him home. And the answer is option A. The boy had not many days to live. Next. Anand astonished his guru because A. He learned to play the sitar very quickly. B. He was already able to compose his own tunes. C. He won many prizes for playing the sitar. Or D. He was curious and asked many questions. And the answer is option B. He was already able to compose his own tunes. Next. Sketching came naturally to Satish as he had always been good at A. Reading, B. Hiking, C. Calligraphy, or D. Listening. And the answer is option C. Calligraphy. Next. Satish did not want to go to a new school because A. He would miss his friends. B. Everyone would make fun of his deafness. C. It was very far from his house. Or D. He had lost interest in studies. And the answer is option B. Everyone would make fun of his deafness. Next. My dad knew his duties. His duty was A. To encourage grandma to climb trees. B. To advise her to stop climbing trees. C. To build a tree house. Or D. To visit her in the tree house every day. And the answer is option C. To build a tree house. Next. Grandma learned to climb trees from her A. Trainer. B. Father. C. Son. D. Brother. And the answer is option D. Brother. Next. In the poem Quality of Mercy, mercy is compared to A. The crown. B. Gentle rain from heaven. C. King's rule. Or D. Temporal power. And the answer is option B. Gentle rain from heaven. Next. It is enthroned in the heart of kings. Here it refers to A. Earthly power, B. Sceptered sway, C. Mercy, or D. Awe and majesty. And the answer is option C. Mercy. Next. Shall I sing of your rock cut temples, epics in stone? The above lines depict that India is rich in A. Resources, B. Art and architecture, C. Industries, or D. Technology. And the answer is option B. Art and architecture. Next. In the poem The Song of India, the poet wants to sing about A. The Himalayas and the three seas, B. Wrinkled face and the helpless child, C. The beggar and the leper, or D. Strikes and class war. And the answer is option A. The Himalayas and the three seas. Three seas. Next. His run-down shoes have paper in them. This line suggests that the jazz player was A. Poor, B. Simple, C. Clever, or D. Rich. And the answer is option A. Poor. Next. You talk of dash. Select the appropriate option to complete the line from the poem The Blind Boy. A. Blessings of the sight. B. Wondrous things you see. C. Sun shines bright. Or D. My apples woe. Now answer is option B. Wondrous things you see. Okay, next. Patil, the sub-inspector, wanted to help Mohan's family because he was A police officer, B. A friend of Mohan's father, C. Fond of children, or D. Mohan's friend. And the answer is option B. a friend of Mohan's father. Next, Hema Aziz gave her children the message that A. Music was very important to her. B. Everyone has to face difficulties in life. C. One's duty is the most important thing in life. Or D. They should serve in the army. And the correct answer is option C. One's duty is the most important thing in life. Okay, so students, with this 40 questions, we come to an end with second language English SSLC question papers and answers of July 2021. I hope you all liked the video. The video was informative and interesting for you all. If you liked it, do hit the like button and share with your friends. And we'll be back soon with more such videos. Till then, take care and stay safe. Thank you.